Hi, I'm Kimberly
And I am Vanetta.
from Island Ripple, a video magazine which is informative, educational, and sassy.
And at Island Ripple, our discussion gives information which will spark conversation that leads to definitive action. And that is the ripple effect. Today, we will be talking to Taj Weeks, our internationally acclaimed St. Lucian musician.
Hi, I'm here with Taj Weeks, and I don't even know where to start since Taj has a repertoire that is so long. He's a musician, he's a philanthropist, recently started his repatriation to the motherland. Taj, tell us more about that. What inspired you to begin your move to Africa?
Um, I guess the move was always in my head. We're just doing it physically now. It was always the intention at some point. But you know what happened? I'd been to Morocco for a minute. I like Morocco. But about, I think, 3 years ago, somebody invited us to do a festival in Ghana. And I figured if I was going back to West Africa, I didn't want to go empty-handed. So I brought 5,000 pairs of shoes with me.
Oh, yeah.
And the concert became about the shoes more than the music. So we got treated really well and we met some wonderful people. So, a year or so later we went back again. And we fell in love with Accra, and Accra is absolutely beautiful. So yeah, we're thinking of it, we're
And
moving
we
in
will
it.
be following. And let me tell you, it's wonderful the work that you're doing. It's admirable to see, a son of the soil doing great things is always so, it's a welcome sight with all that's going on. It's nice to see somebody doing great things. I mean, let's talk about your music. Well, I have my favorite songs. My favorite song is Rain Rain. I don't know why. I just find it catchy. I love it. Tell us a little more about what got you started in music.
Well, I don't know the answer to that. There's no watershed moment and I could say this is what happened. But I'll tell you, when I was a little boy, what we used to do is we would line up in the living room and sing to my parents. Right? And my father would get up at the end of the night and sing to us. We did that. We sang in school, we sang in church, and when the whole music thing started at St. Mary's, I happened to be right there in the mix when we were moving from singing a cappella to instruments. And we started a school band, and we did whatever we could, But, what I think might be the most pointed turn for me, if that makes any sense, is we had a program on Radio St. Lucia called Rise. It was myself, Barbara Jacobs, Franklin Collymore, George Murray, Johan Insinali, Natasha Insinali. We were different ages, but we had that program, and I happened to be the DJ because they came to the schools and they said they were having this program and they wanted you to put what you wanted to do down twice. You had your two choices, and I put on DJ twice. And the brother said, well, that's not two choices. I said, well, if I can't be the DJ, I don't want to be.
So it's either you're the DJ or the DJ.
Well, I mean, I wanted to do something I thought I was capable of. Because the other sections were reading science and doing sports. I could spin some records. But I used to get there really early and run through all the records and read the lyrics. And I fell in love with lyrics. I think it mattered. And with the passing that we had done, and that realization that lyrics mattered to me, I think that kind of was the deciding factor for me.
And when did you write your first song? And what was your first song?
My first song was a calypso. I wasn't a good calypso, though. It wasn't a good calypso. I never had the feel for calypso. I see brothers who do calypso and they have it. I don't have calypso. Maybe it's because when I was a little boy, we only went to the Bethel Church. So every time there was carnival, there was a beach party at Pigeon Point. So we always went. So for years, I never got into the carnival thing. So carnival.
Did you go to the beach party?
No. The church went to a beach party.
Oh, okay.
So we went to the beach party as a church whenever there was carnival in town. So they were pulling, us away from the pagans, So yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. We were part of that beach party, pulling away from the pagans thing as well. So tell me more about your move to Africa. I mean, you have had a family. You've lived most of your a large part of your life in the U.S., right? Of course, coming back and forth here and globetrotting and all of that. But what really drew you to decide that I'm not just going to be traveling today, but I'm going to move there? This is going to be my life.
Well, I mean, I'm still gonna come to St. Lucia. You know. St. Lucia is still my home. But you know, I think there's some magnetism to Africa. You know, you cannot truly articulate it until you've been there. So, I mean, Africa has its issues like every place else. You know, but there's a calming and there's a vibration in Africa that I have not found anyplace else. You know, and it wasn't my decision alone. You know, the wife thought it a wonderful idea. So, yeah, man. So yeah, that's what Africa is for me.
That's really wonderful. But I would really like you to tell us more about the projects that you have, the upcoming projects that you have for 2023.
Right now we're in St. Lucia to do a singing competition. It's
Oh, that's wonderful.
it's a singing competition for 18 to 35-year-olds. Any genre, original song. The finale is on the 29th at the Rosalie Human Resource Center. We have rehearsals today, tomorrow, and the day after at the Castries Comprehensive School from 5 to 8. You just come out and belt an original song. The winner gets taken to Martinique to be part of the Caribbean Richest Voices Carib competition. You get to participate in the compilation. You get to sit with executives and who can give you direction on your career. And you get promoted in Europe and Paris.
Wow,
you know?
that's a wonderful
So,
opportunity for our
yeah, though Europe is Paris. I know you know that, everybody, but more Paris than all of Europe, so that's why I said Europe, Paris. But yeah, that, and we have 15 doctors coming in February, all female doctors.
That's a wonderful opportunity for us.
Yeah, so we're doing Soufrière and Vifort, and then we have 7 dentists coming to Castries.
Wow.
So yeah, man, that's the immediate things. I have another album coming out in March, and I can't remember the others, but we have other things happening.
You have so much going.
Okay.
So Taj, tell us a little more about how we can get into the competition, a little more detail. So for those who do not know that it's going on, tell us how you can apply.
Well, let me give you a little background about this whole thing. I think the early January, somebody reached out to me, said they were trying to have this competition across the Caribbean. They had done Martinique, St. Lucia was next, but they had reached out and they couldn't seem to make it happen. And I realized it was about children, and you know, I'm a sucker for that. So it was going to be something beneficial for somebody down the line. And it was music, so I decided, so let me jump in as fast as I can and make it move as much as I could. So we came down, we've done our rounds, and we're getting a fairly good response. But we would love to see more of a cross-section of St. Lucia. And we'd love to see the other districts get involved as well. So if you want to apply, you can apply online, which is www.riches, riches, Caraib, Karayib.com, all one word. richescaraib.com, www, of course. And you go in, you register, and in registering, you send a little video of yourself singing. Try to sing, you know, as clear as you can, is all a cappella. You send it in, we'll get back to you ASAP, you know, and you'll probably be invited to the live auditions. However, if you cannot upload, just come to the Castries Comprehensive School, 5 to 8 Monday, today, the day after and the following day. And we will choose from everybody 9 people for the finals.
So the first group comes, then they get shortlisted to 9.
Yes, the first, second, or third group, any of the days that you come, we will narrow it down to 9.
And you're saying that it's the competition is open to ages
18 to 35,
18 to 35. So
any
we still have
genre.
a chance.
Yep, I was about to tell you, you're running late. Yeah, she's running late with her application, folks. She needs to put it in. Yeah, so yeah, man. But we chose the winner on the ninth. We have some wonderful judges, people who have done music, people, you know, some guys, and I think this brother is the head of the youth choir. He's in there, and a couple other people, you know, and yeah, just come out, come out. It's a free concert to everybody. Nobody has to pay. We start at 2 o'clock. We end at 5. Grosley Human Resource Center. Just come out, man. Come out if you have nothing to do. Come out if you have something to do and you want to do something better. Come out.
So you heard it here on the Island Ripple with Taj Weeks. The competition is open to ages 18 to 35, and just nothing beats a trial.
Nothing beats a try but a failure. My mother used to say that.
My mom said that.
Yeah. I think that was a staple in every household. Yeah. But
At
anyway,
that time.
yeah. Yo, thank you for having me, man.
And thank you for being with us. I mean, we are quite honored to have you. Son of the soil. We are very proud, like I said at the beginning of this interview. And we're hoping that as you go along and have other projects, that he will come visit you, will come visit us and inform us so we could inform the public.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
I just want to say in parting, like we always say, let your vibes be high, let your message be forever mighty.
Amen. Well, thank you, Taj, for being here. Remember, folks, the competition is on Sunday, the 29th of January from 2 to 5. Be sure to come out in large numbers. Like Taj said, whether you have something to do or if you have nothing to do or if you want something good to do. So show up in large numbers. This is Kimberly from Island Ripple, where a little knowledge goes a long way. Pass it on. That's the ripple effect.